Back to school. Need this on. It's not too hot right now, so we don't need the air on. I didn't get to finish my video. Number one, because I got cut off, and number two, well, the real reason was time to go. No, that's not. The real reason was, like, in order to discuss this, I have to be in a certain mindset, and I just wasn't. So then I didn't want to film when I got home. These braces have destroyed my teeth. Like, it's all gums now. I'm getting them taken off. Like, because in order to fix that, I'm gonna have to put out, like, shell out more money. Like, the whatever gum plasty thing, so you don't have such a gummy smile. Yeah. And anyway, Nicki Minaj has been crashing out for like a month, and I'm not talking about barbs because they're mentally ill and they don't have parents in real life. I'm talking about like actual people like us, because the barbs were all in my comment section last time trying to misconstrue what I was saying and all this other stuff, because that's what they do. They're mentally ill. Not mentally ill, mentally disordered people like to misconstrue what you say on purpose and try to make you wrong and to confirm garbage in their own mind that isn't true, isn't happening, and things of that nature, or just to make you look bad. Anyway, people, again, if you're not ready to hear this, people been known this, but it's people who are truly successful and have truly achieved what Nicki Minaj is alleged to have achieved, right, would not be doing this. We know that albums, like record labels buy and purchase artist albums to make the artist look more successful. That's always been a thing. That's not new. When Nicki first came out, she literally released her album 3 different times. It was Pink Friday, which was her best, most creative album. Then she had 2 re-releases of the same music with like maybe 3-4 different songs on it. Meaning, I'm asking, I'm not saying, if your album really did as well as we're led to believe that it sold more albums than anyone except for Lauryn Hill, then why do you need to re-release it if it was actually successful? Just a question. I'm not stating that as fact, that's just a question. And were those numbers, the 400,000, whatever, is that the numbers from the original release? Or when allegedly, I don't know, your album was re-released and possibly your record label bought copies to make your sales look as good as they do, or that we're led to believe that they do. I believe personally that the whole Young Money, Cash Money shit, I'm just going to talk about the artist. We have been led to believe that they're more successful than they actually are. We just have. Through, in my opinion, fugazi numbers, because that's what they keep, especially the barbs. Look at the numbers. Even Drake. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. That's all. They never talk about skill. They never talk about how beautiful the song was. They never say that. How artistic the song was, or how good the writing was, or anything like any other actual artist. They never, look at the numbers. Look where it charted. That to me raises a red flag, to me. Cause we know she's not more skilled than any other female rapper. She's not. We know, and for all the people, I'm not saying he wrote everything. I don't believe he wrote everything. I think there were more writers than just Safari. For people, he's just a bitter ex. Okay, why would you have, he was a bitter ex and a bag carrier. Okay, then why are you putting his name as A&R if all he is a bag carrier and just a bitter boyfriend who just sticks around? You don't have to put him on your album at all. Why do it at all if he really isn't involved in the music? Why give him, literally, once you put someone on your album, like Diddy would do that, he'd put his sons or his kids on the album, Jay-Z and Beyonce do that. Like, why put someone on the album when you know once you do that, they're going to get a cut of whatever the album made. What, you just think Nicki's just that generous out of the goodness of her heart? Really? You really think that? Okay. So, because a lot of y'all do not want to believe reality as it is in logic. Y'all don't want to believe. You are so stuck in black womanhood. When this woman, she hates American black women. All she has done and is doing right now is attacking American black women. Kim, an American black woman. Missy, an American black woman. The one black woman who was on that show interviewed Jennifer Huff, or Ho, or how do you say her name? The victim of her husband that Nicki dug at. She didn't have to say shit. Anyway, black woman, an American black woman. These aren't foreign black women. She's not going to Africa or going to like any African country, the Congo, or she's not going to Sierra Leone. She's not going to anywhere. Madagascar. I don't care. Where any black looking woman, she's not going to the DR where there's a Afro-Latina. She's not, no. These are American black women that she hates you. And when she says, she hates us. Because when she says y'all, like, y'all just gonna let them do me like this? Y'all? She's talking about American niggas. She doesn't like us. Because she's never said she's a black woman until it's convenient. And until she doesn't get what she wants. That any other time, she is Chinese, Mongolian, anything other than black. Or anything other, not even Afro-Latina. Nothing close to blackness. Or she's from the islands. Cardi does the same thing. Cardi is yet really to say she's black. She just says she's Caribbean. And Cardi isn't black. Anyway, her parents are not black. Y'all, the weirdos and the Pan-Africans and the back-to-African weirdos and the Kunta Kinte, you just want to make everyone black. Even if they're not saying they're black themselves. And I'm not saying Nicki has to be black. I'm saying y'all need to stop listening to her when she pulls a black card that she doesn't really believe she has. She really doesn't believe she's an American black woman or a black woman at all. Because in the Caribbean, it's different. They have different names for different situations, right? Just like in Cuba, where my heritage is, they don't really call themselves black. They're they're not even Afro-Latina there. They might say that. Loud ass music. They might say that, or usually it's just, no, I'm just Cuban, or I am Latino or Latina. They don't really do the black thing. So I'm not saying a person has to. I'm saying stop allowing her to use a black card that she doesn't believe that she is. Stop allowing her, and stop allowing yourself to be manipulated by this woman who does not identify with anything that you go through. Maybe the ghetto parts of being a black, quote-unquote black woman, but she doesn't identify with a black woman. Because she doesn't say she is until she doesn't get her way. And everyone she snipes and sneers at and attacks, American black woman. Lil' Kim, Missy, SZA, every single an American black woman. An American black woman. And you notice she doesn't do that to like Rihanna. And Rihanna's not an American black woman. She picks and chooses because there are foreign-born people who blame black people for what really white people are doing to them. Or if shit just doesn't go their way. It's our fault. It's not our fault, Nicki, that you did something. You crossed too many people. Whatever you did that pissed off the white man at the Grammys. That has nothing to do with American black people. Especially Meg Thee Stallion. How come Meg Thee Stallion can get Grammys? That's why she has to say payola and sympathy. Because she can't say it's because Megan's an American black woman. She can't, she ran on, oh, they don't like black women, they don't like black, until Megan and Cardi came. Okay, so then why do they have awards then? They're obviously not misogynists, at least not to the point they don't want to give women awards. They don't hate people of color enough because they're giving a Latin woman and a black woman Grammys. So at what point is it you? That's like everything. Everybody is not misogynist. Everybody is not racist. At some point, it is you. At some point, it is you. And Nicki is one of those people who uses the race card because she can't compete with Lil' Kim. She never could. She can't compete with SZA. She can't. Sing how? Sing where? She sounds like a dying cat. Nobody likes Nicki Minaj singing except for her mentally disordered barbs. No, she's not a singer. She can't compete with Foxy Brown. She never could. Foxy, to me, is the best female rapper ever. She's the best skill. I love Kim, but Foxy had the skill. Kim had the look and the flow and the ability. Again, Foxy, that's why Foxy and Nicki at least did get along. Because they're the same type of person. Foreign born, think they're entitled to shit, and the people they attack the most are other black people. They'll find a reason. You're a lesbian. Foxy went after Queen Latifah and Mia X or whoever else, right? And I don't know if it was Mia X who wrote that lesbian song or whatever. It's Foxy just had the issue. Whatever reason there is at the time, they just go after people. And I don't really understand the gays who love Nicki Minaj when she does not like you either. You can tell she don't like no Rainbow Committee. She really don't like y'all. She slaps her fans, literally assaults her fans. She does not like y'all. She doesn't like you. And the gay ones, she just makes fun of and or uses as her little lapdogs. That's actual homophobia, where you don't even see a gay person as like a human. They're just like a handbag to you. That's depersonalization. That's what she does. She doesn't like you. She doesn't like America. She doesn't like... Really, she doesn't like America because why isn't she a citizen? Why isn't she a naturalized citizen? Because she doesn't like it here. She doesn't like us. She doesn't like how the rules are. That's why she's always trying to go around it or find a way to fuck it up, like in her favor, or force things in her favor, find loopholes. Young Money, Cash Money, what Wayne did was find two pop stars and who could dupe the public into making the public believe that they were good. Now, I was a Nicki fan when I was much younger, because she came out. Her album came out, Pink Friday came out, and the drama with Kim and everything when I was in high school. And then the album dropped 2012. I graduated high school. But years later, you're just not in that headspace, or at least you shouldn't be. And like for a while, I wasn't really listening to any hip hop really, unless it was Lupe Fiasco. I'll always be here for Lupe Fiasco. Certain like Biggie. You know, the old school artists, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really here for hip-hop like that, and I'm still really not. There's artists that, yes, I always check for. The Clips album, I'm going to check that out. G.I.D., his album was dope. It was fire. You know, if you have the skill, I'll listen to it. Now, even if I don't think I'm going to like your album, I'll give it a chance and listen to it. Just to say, yeah, this wasn't really it. I think Nicki Minaj's best, like, cohesive album was the Pink Print. When you got to see introspective Nicki, I do think there were songs on there that were written for her. I did not know SZA wrote co-wrote the song, Feeling Myself. Anyway, you learn something every day. Anyway, people who are actually successful and have achieved stuff don't do this. Like, you don't even see Lil Wayne doing this. Lil Wayne, I believe he was is a successful artist, and I believe his situation, his stats. I think he's the only one, maybe Drake, but I think he was the only one in that situation, Young Money, Cash Money, or Young Money now, that actually was a success.